MobiLems, MobiLems. There's never been a game like MobiLems. Today we're on, I think, level 25. Here we go. Fat of the Land, because that's the one that comes after Hidden Danger. I don't really know much about the actual numbers of the levels. I only know the level that I beat last in the previous episode. And here we are on Fat of the Land. This looks similar to the one from Oh No More Lemmings. Spam, 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 egg, and lemming. Which is a 18 release rate. That's very specific. That had to have been done for a reason. But we have 8 minutes to work our way through this nightmare hellscape of icicles and stalactites and stalagmites. And also find the cabin that's been avalanched into the ground there. Okay, how far can they walk without... Okay, yes. Okay, well, at least they get stuck in there. I kind of hesitate to use... No, where you think you're going. You know what? We're just gonna blow you up for your malfeasance. Okay. Yeah. I hesitate to use bashers to get through this because I think we're gonna need them. I think they're gonna come in somewhat handy. Hey, you know what? That's a little good go-home base. Uh, okay, yeah, there we go. Now they should be able to walk quite a ways before they get stuck again. Namely right there. Okay, and then we can get all the way to the wall. No, I hate wasting. I'm not even using my directions correctly, so probably not the smartest thing ever. How do we resolve this little gig right here? I think it's actually pretty easy to get by this trap icicle. You know, the one that squishes them into the ground and it's super bloody and it's like, they got crushed in the snow. Okay, so I'm going to have him go through here for a while. Wow, okay, so... Alright, I think if I build there... Okay, I didn't want the miner to keep going. That was probably a stupid idea. Okay, but I think everybody can get up out of that and make their way... Oh, maybe they can't. Well, that's cute, too. Okay, good. They can all make their way up past that. Now I don't feel so bad about using bashers. Kind of a harrowing level for one so nominally simple. Okay, and I think he'll turn around right here. Okay, can nobody else get up past that? Was that just a fluky thing that the builder was able to? Okay, well, I guess everybody else needs more help. Okay, everybody does need more help. Okay, so... Alright, here we go. We've got a batch of guys coming in now. Somebody will enjoy doing the work here, I think. Oh, hey, we got guys wandering over the top. Well, you know what? They can just wander over the top, I think. Oh, good. Something stops them on the way out. That's cool. Alright, I'm going to try to... I'm going to get really cocky. I'm going to angle this in with a miner. See if we can do that. Actually, I think I should bash again, because I think I'm too low this time. Oh, no, right dead on. Okay, good. Right on the money. There we go. And we only had... Okay, everybody else is coming. I think they're coming out the way. Okay, yes, they are. Good. That was surprisingly... Oh, whoops, my volume is not high enough. Here we go. Y'all probably haven't been able to hear that. There we go. That's much better. Not even something I thought about, quite frankly. The mini-map looks like a really scary vampire hamburger, I think. There we go. Let's just wander them into the exit while they bump up and down and up and down and up and down. And nobody got gored by the icicle. That's what I call a good day. Alright, and we just bombed that one guy at the beginning. I guess technically we didn't have to do that, but I was just starting to get a little frustrated. Even there at the beginning of that level, I hate snow levels that make you navigate through the... You know what I mean, like the bumpy terrain. Let's move on then. Let's move on to... Oh, yes, this is quite a long level. An easy level, but a long level. We have 9 minutes to do it, and then this is actually one of the few friendly levels where most of that time gets taken up. Let's see. Okay, yes, you gotta keep a blocker at the beginning. Actually, let's go... No, let's go ahead and have a blocker keep them stuck in there, because I don't wanna risk that. Okay, I don't want to risk running out of builders, because it's actually kind of an easy thing to do here. Alright, and we get to listen to the March of the Swans for the whole duration or whatever. Oh yes, this is going to end up being quite a lengthy level, as are a number of these that go through the end of Friendly. we're going to see some very lengthy yet easy levels here, which is kind of an odd combination for Lemmings. This one is more bridge intensive than most of the easy levels, than most of the long levels, I mean. Okay, he needs to be able to climb. Yes, you need to climb the wall. And then you need to also... Actually, he probably should have built up there, but... Yeah, he really should have built a bridge up there. Whoops. Well, this is a good place to start over from, so I don't really care. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Could not have been more perfect. Okay, yes. So let's go ahead and let's build to the tree. But yeah, these lengthy levels, this one is kind of an anomaly in that there's a lot of a bridge building in it. In most of the really long levels, Call Me Bronco managed to make it so that there's more to them than just building a whole lot of bridges. There's a lot of variety. It's not like a Hunt the Nessie situation insofar as the only thing that's taxing about it is the amount of bridge building you have to do. Just a very... You would think some of these really long levels get to be really snoozy, and really, in fact, with the possible exception of this one, they kind of don't. Let's go ahead and let's build out a little more, and then we're going to do it up so... We're going to do it up in just such a way... Oh, wow, that's going to be difficult for later. But we got to build out to the wall here so that they don't go kersplat. We only have 10 floaters. Not enough to pass around between 60 lemmings unless we can work out a fish and loaves type situation. Don't think that's possible, though. Bridge building is boring. We'll be back in just a second for some slightly less boring. Okay, I didn't want to have to do it like this, but I guess I'm going to have to. I guess I'm going to build... My angles didn't really work out the way I wanted them to, so I guess I'm just going to have a guy block up here later, and then we'll go ahead and we'll chop through this bridge right here. And then we have to build over... Oh yes, I am most assuredly running out of bridges. But one thing we know for sure is that I have to build over this little vine trap. Oh, those sneaky, sneaky vine traps. I may have gone too late. No, it can't reach up that far. That would be ludicrous if it could. Okay, yes, and he can walk all the way up here. He should be able to hump his way up here. And he's not a climber, so we can, let's see, we should be able to... Okay... Yes, everything is set in place. So let's just let him go build from roughly here so that he'll have to take 2 bridges to do it. It'll take 2 bridges to get to Madison County by my estimations. So let's go. He's going to build into the wall. And yes, and then once he gets near the end of his building, I think we can probably send out the crew. This is where it's going to get really ugly. I kind of don't want to send them out until he's completely done because I don't want to have to keep track of where I'm going to have to put a blocker and also have to deal with him at the same time. So we got plenty of time to finagle this, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and just let it happen. Just let it happen. Here, now, ravish me, builder. Let's do it. Let's do it right here with God and everybody watching. Okay, so I'm going to hopefully not run my head into this before I finish. Oh, don't you dare run your head into a little piece of sewage, you piece of sewage. Oh, oh, that was almost a complete disaster. Okay, now here, gotta really time it right. Okay, because that chameleon will lick you up lickety-split. Okay, I think everybody will drop down from there onto safe terrain. So now we can send the rest of our guys out. Yes, Lemming Overboard. Yes, I agree. This level does quite go overboard with the overboardiness. Okay, so they're walking. I don't have to save just a whole lot of everybody. It's not like a save 98% type of situation. So if a few guys get by and fall down into the vine swamp, I'm not going to be too worried about it, but I can basically just put my blocker wherever I please. Oh yeah, two guys got by. Very sad, very tragic. But you know what? It's just nature's way, unfortunately. So those guys are going to walk on, and I think we did pretty good for this level. We're going to go ahead and blow him up and then speed it up because I feel like we've spent quite enough time here on this one. Wow, that 20 builders. That 20 builders seems safe, but you need to be really careful with them. You need to... There's not a lot of margin for error on that front, actually, technically. So let's all make sure they get safe past Mr. Iguana Man. Oh, yes, they do. Oh, yes. That's always a bit of a harrowing drop, because you don't want him to walk far enough into it that that actually activates. That's one of the scarier traps when you actually see it set off. Makes your heart jump really hard. And when you're getting to be as old as old Uncle Roundy is, you don't need a whole lot of surprises. Oh, we only needed 50%. Golly. And we saved 93%. That's beautiful. That worked out spectacularly well. I think probably we can move on. I think this is where they all more or less start getting really long. No, this one is a shorty. This one is good. Time for a bath. Gotta save 100%, so we have to do it up in such a way that, okay, we have to send a climber out, and then, yes, dig 3 times. We have a climber. It's kind of hard to, you don't need the builder at all, I don't think. So, let's see. 3, 3, 3, and then 1. Yeah, you don't need the, oh yes, you do need the builder to turn the climber around. That's right, this is one of those really super exact levels, but not hard to figure out. Not even by a long shot. So let's go ahead and wait till he's underneath the wall to save everybody. No lemmings will be taking a bath tonight, you dirty, dirty rodents. Not acclimated well to the bath-taking bathysphere. So let's go ahead and chop you through. Oh my god, I thought that was about to glitch. Oh, I would not have been a happy camper. It's so easy to make that happen. Alright, let's get you all in. That was super easy. Boing, 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 boing. A bubble bath can be relaxing, but in this case, it's deadly relaxing. Yes, indeed. Alright, no deadly acid bath for us today, much as it would probably open up our pores. Life on the river Val, kind of looks like Baal, the false god idol from the Bible. So I say Vale, because I was always taught that that was pronounced Baal, the guy that, you know, story in First Kings, Elijah calls down the altar of fire to burn the other guy's altar, and it's basically massive profit ownage. Pretty cool story. 80 lemmings, got to save 75%, and there's 2 exits to deal with. This is one of the levels where we have 15 minutes, but oh, don't worry. It doesn't stop there, not by a long shot. Okay, who comes first? I think they do. And this is nice because all we have to do is set up a blocker here, and if you go to the top boundary of the level, that counts as a head hitting point. So, all right, let's go ahead and chop it up. Where to go from here though? I think mining would probably be the best course of action. There's a shredder trap that's not in the original game. Oh no, somebody's gonna die. Oh no, that's so terrible. Boo hoo hoo. Actually, he can probably go on ahead and be our main guy. If he wants to build over that, that would just be pretty cool, actually. And let's go ahead and have a guy just do the blocking for now. Yeah, let's have him be a blocker. That'll work. There we go. Yeah. Okay, yes. Let's concentrate on this end for now. And nobody gets tore up from the floor up. Nobody wrecked themselves without checking themselves first. So that's good. That's a good deal. So let's start in getting the other side free, because that's pretty much how more or less you do this one. Okay, so we want to get them mining from about here. We want to pick our leftwards guy. Ah, yes, perfect. And let's make sure not to forget to build again. We're keeping up with quite a few more lemmings, actually, than I'm accustomed to at this particular juncture. Will he stop at a point? Will he terminate his mining at a point where they can all fall out safely? I think he will, but I want to watch this anyway. I think they'll be fine when they fall out onto there, and I think they'll be held in by the ball. I don't think they'll walk above it. really don't think that's in the cards, although I could be wrong. No, everybody's safe. Let's get everybody out of here, and let's concentrate now on him. Okay, you're going to go now, and you're going to go over the way. You're going to do some extracurriculars. You're not just going to get everybody to start right away. You are going to build overlay. You are going to build Les Invisibles Bridge over Les Exit. Because it's pretty hard for them to finagle their way out of this particular situation. Okay, he's not going to go in. That's good. That's what we want. Okay, there we go. Go right over that thing. We're not going to free these guys just as soon as you would think. I mean, we're definitely going to build a ramp. We're definitely going to build a ramp so that they can be safe and fine. But, okay, we're going to go from here. We could technically go from any point we wanted, and as long as we make a tunnel that kind of intersects with the top of this bridge, we'd be fine. But, yes, let's build a ramp out to build ourselves our little stairway to heaven, and then we'll turn around and come back. Let's go ahead and speed it up some. I think if I'm judicious with the fast forward button. Yeah, that... Oh, wow, I'm actually being a little conservative with it. More so than I thought I would be. Okay, he should not have to... Okay, I was going to say I shouldn't have to use any more builders after that point. That's good. So now I can turn around and... Yeah, now we can start heading this way. Yes, this time. Do! Okay. Let's... oh, man, I was hoping I could make it with one bridge, but it wasn't in the cards today, it didn't look like. Okay, so let's go ahead and make these bridges meet now, so that we don't walk over, haha, Mr. Feisty Trap here. That would be bad. Okay, ooh. Oh, okay. Whew, nothing bad came of that. I was a little scared there for a second. I think we can actually make these points meet. Oh, no, there would still be a little spot of terror there for them. Okay, so now we can set about freeing them. That'll work out just great. Okay, that works splendidly. And now we can send these guys out. This level moves a little more quickly. Do I want to go from the very bottom here? I don't think I do. That looks scary. So I think I actually want to build up a little so that when I go to bash... There, yeah, there we go. So all these guys are getting in just fine. Let's go ahead and blow up our extraneous blockers who have outlived their usefulness. Who have pretty much outlived their usefulness and no one else, really. Alright, so that should be a high enough little bump that they don't end up going through the little hill here. Because I would not want them to break through the foundation of this bridge. Might not be a reasonable fear, but it's something we have the tools to avoid, so we may as well do it. And now we can just have a guy chop through this bridge and save them even faster. They don't need to take the long way home. There we go. Okay, yes, they're just walking through invisible holes. They don't even know what they're doing. They're just stupid lemmings. Oh, I'm sorry I said that, lemmings. Lemmings have feelings too. Pat, 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 pat. Pat you on the head. Anybody who's not at the exit yet gets a complimentary pat on the head. You too, Mr. Straggler Man. Pat on the head. Oh, Mr. Four Stragglers. I guess I was patting four heads at the same time there. Four heads. I don't even mean to do it now. It's like a faucet that I can't turn off. But that'll do it for today. Level 29 and 30 are coming up, and I think they're both really long. 29 might not be, but I know for sure we're going to be spending quite more time on 30 than you've probably ever previously anticipated in a Lemmings game. But it's still a good level. I insist that it is. But that's going to do it for today. We needed 75 cents. We brought 97, so we can afford ourselves a glass bottle 8-ounce Coca-Cola. So I'm going to go and get hydrated, and we'll move on next time to level 29. And we will for sure finish off friendly next time.